Greetings to you, everybody. Greetings to my fellow brothers and sisters. I salute everyone who is here listening or watching to Rebel. I greet every Ambazonian and I thank you all for being on board. It's a very pleasant day, but I thank everyone for the commitment you've made in this struggle. Today, I would give a security briefing, but I would address a key concerns or a few concerns in Ambazonia. So make I take time off for greet everyone where they come on board for can watch Rebel for this particular edition, or for greet everyone where they be very concerned about the revolution. I thank you, Leonga Martin Monono, with the comment section. Leonga, you've been an admin for this page. If anybody misbehave, block. And I mean no negative comment. If anyone try them, just block. Anyone, even an ADF or an Ambazonia where you know them, block. We're not there for entertain people. Now whether when I want come live, I need to announce. We'll get about 5 or 6 admins. So if Leonga not see any negative comment, but so other person see them, it go block. So I need a joke at this time of the revolution. And because they don't block a key of a few number of activists, their pages, this time around, we will delete some of our pages. So Leonga, do your job. If you not do your job, I go move you like admin. I go put other people that like Nigella Girls and the rest. We the one being an admin for this particular revolution, even though they don't get position inside ADF. So if deputy they give you position as the blocker, you get to make sure say you respect that position. Ambazonians, I just hope say my battery go white. Make I put my battery on. I just thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for being part of the revolution. I want to thank everyone for ensure say make the share for comment section at the back. Everybody say as we don't just start. Make una punch the share button so that all of you talk and I will punch my voice. When I just share, and my own role for punch my voice up. So I'll give una 1 or 2 minutes, make una share this particular edition. It will be about 30 minutes long. When I share, I'll give una 1 or 2 minutes. So everybody share, put them in the comment section, put them for inside WhatsApp group, share them for all your messages. Share and you tell people they say general day life. I don't announce them as I be talk last week. Say we go make an official launching of the Nsalai gun project. And this gun project, they already start pick steam even before one start make the launching. The launching will be very different. According to thing we don't strategize, we will be launching it in a very different way. We intend to raise $1 million within 6 months. And it is very simple and very possible. And this is the strategy of the launching of the funds without any blockage. It will be very simple. In fact, when I share, I go announce the strategy for the launching. But I want to start off and I go talk for English for address a key number of concern, or for Pidgin for address my local people then for inside Ambazonia. Ambazonians, the people where they commit that atrocity for Ngabo village, where they kill children in La Republique du Cameroon. I ask myself this question. Say, how will we get our own Ambazonia? How will we get our own people? How will we get our own women and our picking them, and then we turn around for kill our own women and picking them? It'd be impossible. 3 years down the lane, there has been no record of Ambazonians killing an Ambazonian on ground zero. Talk less of an Ambazonian killing women and children. This attitude of killing women and children is consistent with Mr. Paul Biya's terrorist activities in the northern part of Cameroon that has been captured and reported by the BBC. And this kind of terrorism activity has never ever been reported anywhere in Ambazonia, particularly touching women and children. The last time we saw someone killing a child as young as 4 months old was La République du Cameroon in a locality called Moyuka in AMBAZONIA. The other last time we saw people killing children was in the northern part of Cameroon, where La République du Cameroon slaughtered babies on the backs of their slaughtered mother. All these, it shows that La République du Cameroon, they get a bad faith. Because number one, how me, an Ambazonian, if think for a second, say if I go into a community and slaughter the women and children that I say they are part of Ambazonia and that we are protecting, which Ambazonian in his right senses go even think in that kind of a light? Which Ambazonian in his right senses go even think? Because even if they fight inside a community, meaning say they know that mommy, they know it picking them, they know everybody where they inside a community, they fight together for protect them. Why suddenly even a banger they go turn to go kill the picking them? 5, 6, on a 23 picking them. Why suddenly they'll go kill picking and kill the mothers? And with that picking them will not say for future that picking they go grow up can become Amber boys and Amber girls. Why? We go want time to kill them. So I don't think about this particular massacre for a long time. And I think it is logically dubious and empirically flawed for anyone to think, say, Ambazonian could do this particular action. Ambazonians, make una listen and more on listen for good. Please, Lyonga, block me this guy called Brian Abbott. Block Brian Abbott. No joke. I need a joke for this city. I need a joke for life, eh? Because one joke when I go for people the way they announce life. When I come for you, Lyonga, block me Brian Abbott. Brian Abbott should be blocked. Lyonga, Erica, and the rest, when I block Brian Abbott, immediately without even blinking, block Brian Abbott. And any person where you want to talk negative in any way, even against me, block. I give another opportunity. Block. I say we'll get 7 admins. Once you comment one time, so the next comment I block. Block. Just not. I know the longer. If you don't block me, I go block you. I only see you for comment section. Ambazonians, listen. We get women and children across Ambazonia. We get people them for inside Ambazonia. We have never ever, for once, even killed a child, a woman, and a Pekin. Will never ever do one. La République du Cameroon don't do one for Northern Cameroon. La République du Cameroon don't do one for inside Moyuka. And they don't do one for inside all villages that for inside Ambazonia. So we ask the question, what are they even doing in Ambazonia? What are they even doing in Ambazonia? Because it is our country. We are protecting our women and children. It is not their country. That is why they can get in to kill your women and children, because you are not their citizens. But they just want to rubbish your integrity. They just want to bring you down. I'll be very happy with the fact that CNN pick up this story. I'll be happy with the fact that France pick up the story. Every international media has picked up the story. And this is the trend of the revolution as we speak. Right now, Ambazonians, the big reality, and I say this thing don't enter for US court. And the US court will judge and give the independence of Ambazonia. Thanks to Tapang Ivo Tanku, who introduced Ambazonia into the US court with victories. And thanks to stupid Salah Emmanuel, who was used as a bait by La République du Cameroon to sue Ambazonians on grounds of terrorism. Now, it has entered into the courts of the United States. Cameroon versus America. Cameroon has legally and has sued America in the US court for not describing Ambazonians as terrorists. Ambazonians, make una listen. The fact about this revolution, now say the end very soon. For the first time, the United Nations, big man for United Nations for inside Cameroon, it talks they don't work for 18 countries, and he has never ever seen a conflict as difficult, in his own words, as difficult as ours. I listened to his speech over and over. He talking over the BBC. I have worked as the head of the United Nations missions in more than 18 conflict regions across the world. And I have never ever seen a conflict as difficult as that of Ambazonia. Those were the words of the head of the UN mission, the Organization for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, in Cameroon speaking about the conflict in AMBAZONIA. I repeat, he said on the BBC, and he said 2 days ago, I have worked in more than 18 war-torn and conflict-stricken countries, and I have never, ever seen a conflict as difficult as that of AMBAZONIA. It tells you there is one thing going on. AMBAZONIA has made AMBAZONIA completely ungovernable for whosoever would be the occupier, and the illegal occupier, particularly neighboring Cameroon. And secondly, it tells you the diaspora has been heavily instrumental in arming the boys on ground zero to stand on their feet, to raise their voices, and to raise their arms against the terrorist regime of neighboring La Republique du Cameroon. AMBAZONIans, listen, and listen for good. This revolution, I predict independence by the end of next year, and I will tell you certain key indicators why we will have independence by the end of next year, why Cameroon will be officially declared by the United Nations as null and void in AMBAZONIA. Number one, never in history has AMBAZONIA ever taken a case to the courts and even won it in the name of AMBAZONIA than now. The Gonjidinkas did not do it. The Munas never did it. Every single generation that stood for AMBAZONIA in the past has never ever taken the case of AMBAZONIA to any Western court, and it has been tried and victory has been given over to AMBAZONIA. Never. It is only in 2017, 2018 and 19 that I was taken to court on behalf of AMBAZONIA, and we won on behalf of AMBAZONIA. That goes into history. And number two, AMBAZONIans, make I tell you this one, we can understand now. It not be only say the fact say AMBAZONIA get victory for inside court. And Salai Emmanuel don't stupidly go sue the US where they give AMBAZONIA victory, and the same US where they be talk for 1982 say the conflict for AMBAZONIA go be na that conflict in the next future where La Republique du Cameroon go pig ball run. Now the US CIA talking about 1982. And a few weeks ago, Nsala Emmanuel stupidly go sue the same US CIA, sue the same US Immigration Services, sue the same Federal Bureau of Investigation, sue the same White House, all for one suit. All this organization, the stupid fool, go put all them for inside one organization for sue them. And for this reason, we don't touch base with a couple of top AMBAZONIans, the way they go represent AMBAZONIA. Because although not be we, they don't sue them, but would they take the fact, say they don't call AMBAZONIA in name inside, mention people like Tapang Ivo, the name inside the lawsuit. Would they take the opportunity for enter inside a lawsuit, go make a case? AMBAZONIans, I don't tell you now. Nobody say would they talk bad against our grandfathers, but any place where they call my name, Tapang Ivo, na victory. This, it will be under my name where AMBAZONIA they will get independence. And they don't call my name inside that lawsuit. Now when I wait something. I never talk my thing before it happened. When I talk and people they say, oh no, Tapang is just talking. The way it happened, I say, nah, true, Tapang, we don't talk. The independence, I already see them. And make I tell you why I don't see them. Nsala Emmanuel, it don't vex US government by calling them, by trying to impose on the executive branch of the US, say they need to do their job. And say they need to do their job for protect a dictatorship, a kakistocracy, a mobocracy, a plutocracy. Nsala Emmanuel, na a thing that way you don't do for inside US government. Number two, Nsala Emmanuel with his stupid lawsuit don't make US government now for spend money for hire lawyer for can fight a twat, it's a quack, a Cameroon trained lawyer. Nsala Emmanuel na ye nothing that we don't do And number three, Nsala Emmanuel, he violate policies them by going after people that they keep winning him all the time, beating him in courts, beating him everywhere, but he keeps going after them. I want to thank Mr. Larry Ayong. I want to thank a couple of AMBAZONIans, particularly the Vice President of the AMBAZONIA Governing Council, for touching base with a couple of top AMBAZONIan litigants, top AMBAZONIans, where they go represent AMBAZONIA for that particular case where they come up Cameroon versus the United States over a territory called AMBAZONIA. that tells you that we have been legitimately recognized. You see, if you don't read your Bible like me, I read my Bible every day. There was somebody in the Bible called Caiaphas. Caiaphas was one of the most unbelievers of all believers I have ever known. Caiaphas was the one who said, "It is better for one man to die than for the entire world to perish." Those were the words of Caiaphas. It is better for one man to die than for the entire world to perish. But little did he know that he was making a prophecy that would hence be labeled as Jesus, King of the Jew. And Salah Emmanuel thinks it is better for AMBAZONIA to be labeled a terrorist organization than for it to become a state. But little does this fool know that by the end of all his so-called and failed litigations, AMBAZONIA will be recognized as a country under the same litigation that he's bringing to the court. Make I explain. That way they nailed Jesus for up. The same Caiaphas who said it is better for one man to die than for the world to perish, he came and stood, looked at Jesus. That way the gates of heaven broke open. Cloth for inside synagogue, tear into two. That miracle happened for that Friday for 3 o'clock. Caiaphas run can look Jesus cross. Look Jesus way on down to cross. He bend he head, he look and he say, truly, this man was the Son of God. The same Salah Emmanuel will come at the end of the day to come and ask for visa to get into AMBAZONIA to see where his Wowo Papa de Biberia. AMBAZONIans, make a tell you the truth about this revolution. Not be only say we don't win the revolution, we don't advance the revolution to the point where there is no turning back. The people them on the ground, they get a will, but they don't get a way. For we to translate their will into a way, we need money on the ground. The strategy, I don't push them out and I go roll them out officially at the end of this month. It is $1 million strategy. AMBAZONIans, I need to ask for money from their pocket. I don't already see the money come. I tell you the strategy before. Talk say, oh, Tapang Ivo, you always come on new strategies. How do you think about them? I tell you. Number one, we are raising $1 million in the space of 6 months. How is it possible? And we are not involving all AMBAZONIans. This is tricky. So how is it possible that we are raising $1 million, but we are not involving all AMBAZONIans? Do you guys want to steal oil? Una want to thief oil again? Or na want to do na way to thief minerals? No. Listen. Ma tell you the strategy. So far, we already have 10 people. How can 10 people raise $1 million? I will explain. Ma explain for una. The strategy is very simple. It is bringing together only 100 dedicated people. 100. I mean, so far we already get 10 people, so meaning 90 are left. The strategy and the strategy that I'm pushing out is that we are bringing only 100 dedicated people. I am top on the list. Those 100 dedicated people will put $500 every month. $500 every month. And it doesn't end there. I was thinking of only 50 people. And each of the 50 people will refer one person. That means that Tapang Ivo, I know somebody where if he donates $500 a month. So that means that we'll get 50 dedicated people. Among 2 million AMBAZONIans, I'm selecting only 50 people. And those 50 people, they go refer just one person. Where they know say that person if he donates $500 every month. So that means we have 100 people donating $500, which is very easy. So far, I have 400 people watching me. And I know people who have contacted me at the background, begging that I would want to be part of the list. I have denied. I've said, no, I've not yet launched it. When I listen, when I'm at my end. So these 100 people donating $500 every month. That means in a month, we have raised $100,000 in 1 month. And this money we are raising, it is not even through any cash app that Salah Emmanuel and his so-called teams will go and block. It is not through PayPal where Salah Emmanuel and his team, they go and block. They will never ever know how we even raise the money, how we even pick the money. But they will know that we have a dedicated 100 list of members. If you're watching me, you want to be part of this list, send me your name, send me an inbox message, and I will add you on this list. I am projecting that will have at least 1,000 people. But I am saying I'm limiting it only to 50 people. Nothing more, nothing less. I am the top on that list and I'm donating $1,000 every month. Number 2, it doesn't end there. Imagine say 100 people, they donate $100,000 every month. That 100,000 for the next 6 months is $600,000. Notwithstanding, we will still collect funds from people who want to donate elsewhere, but are not part of the list. So in the next 6 months, we are projecting that we'll have at least $800,000. But what if we add the list to about 200 people? That means in 1 month we are donating and we are having at least $200,000. And that $200,000 times 6, it is 1.2 million. Ambazonians, it is very feasible, simple mathematics. We already have a list of dedicated people, me and 10 others who are willing to donate. I am willing to put $1,000. Some are willing to put 500, at least 500 to 1,000. Wherever you're comfortable within that upper and lower bound, perfect. $500 to 1,000, anyone jumps in on the list. Then we build that list and you will know exactly how you are donating your money every month. And we pick this money put together on what will be described as the Nsala Guns Project. This money will be raised for the purchase of guns and bullets on ground zero. We, the ADF, already know where to buy, how to buy, whom sells, who will distribute, and exactly who would be the recipients. Ambazonians, listen. I don't need people that will tell me, say, I am there, I am there. That's why I already have a strategy to defeat La Republic. La Republic is the simplest, now the most simple thing for me when I see La Republic, I can break them into 2 halves. The good thing where ADF never do enough for recognize me as the deputy defense guy. Believe me, I don't see a lot of things the way it don't make ADF look weak in the eyes of the people, but I go correct all of those things. Those are what we call the teething problems of a revolution. Those teething problems of the revolution will be squashed by Tapang Ivo Tanku. Ambazonians, make una understand this and una understand once and for all and for good. This revolution lack the way. We have the will, but we don't have the way. And the Bible, my Bible tells me in the book of Habakkuk, where there is a will, there is a way. But in the case of Ambazonia, we have the will, but we don't have the way. And what is the way? And we will make a way where there seems to be no way. The same book of Habakkuk for Bible. Ambazonians, when I listen, I want to listen very keenly. The way be very simple, and I will open the way. These boys, them on ground zero. For the first time, I have never had communications with the ADF. Let me just confess this out. I have never had communications with the ADF ground zero generals. But because I am the deputy in charge of defense in the Atlantic, that means the entire southern zone, the Atlantic region. For the first time, I spoke with the person who buys guns for the Atlantic region. And I talked with this general for ground zero. I asked him, say, bro, so that last mission, you go buy guns? He said, yes. If you go buy guns again, he said, yes. But I just confessed what happened 3 weeks ago. This guy will be get some money, will give he say, me go Nigeria, go buy gun. And this was about 10 million francs, about $20,000. This guy go Nigeria, enter for Nigeria, buy the guns for Nigeria, come back for inside Ambazonia, can distribute. That was not my focus. My question will be run inside my mind. Now, say, I give this guy $20,000. He enter Nigeria, go buy gun. When Nigeria be safer, and he hold $20,000 in cash, that means a 10 million. Yet, he go for Nigeria, go buy the guns, come back again, risk your life, enter for inside for distribute the gun. So they tell me, say, Tapang, mission accomplished, now the gun in this run do video. So the question now begin to say, so these people, they really get the courage for stay back home and fight. Nobody say they go even take the money, run, enter Nigeria, find a way, go Dubai, go thief the money, go, and will not ever catch them. So it tell you, say, even though some of us, they abroad, there are some people who have already given up their lives for the struggle. That means they have the will, but they don't have the way. So how can we make them have the way? What is the possibility? Unlike the Sako regime, where the people them, when they fight under Sako, they get the will. for do anything, but Sako did not be give them the way. That means Sako they be raise the money, they thief the people their way. In the process, people became so frustrated that they have a will, but they don't have a way. In the AMBAZONIA revolution, AMBAZONIA, listen. In the ADF, our people to have a way where there seem to be no way. And the way that we are giving our people is that we already know where to buy the guns. We already know where to buy the bullets. We already know where to keep. We already know how to distribute. So, we are coming together as a team to support the people on the ground who don't have a way, but they have a will. We in the diaspora, we are so dubious, we are so fraudulent, we are a sham, a scam, and a farce in such a way that we cannot even translate what we have in mind to a way. For that reason, too many cooks soup. I don't need 1,000. That is why Jesus Christ, I will still refer to the Bible because it's my founding principle on which I operate. That is why Jesus Christ did not select 20 million. He chose only 4, or he chose only 12. Only 12 people to conquer the entire world. In AMBAZONIA, we are looking for just 100 dedicated AMBAZONIA, not to conquer the entire world, just 8 million people. Just 100 will not conquer the entire world, but it will conquer just 8 million people from La République du Cameroon. Is it feasible? Yes, of course, it is very feasible. So, AMBAZONIans, when I listen and listen very good, the guns they will go buy them. If you project yourself for attack ADF or for continue for cause people, we will test and onto your skin. Make I just repeat. If you project yourself, say you fit thief ADF their guns, you fit thief ADF their materials, you fit thief ADF their will, you fit thief ADF their will, the guns they will buy them will test until you first. Because test until guinea pig or until tree, will test until you. Those groups where they try to destabilize the presence of the ADF on ground zero, pick as the defense guy. And I talk him and I don't talk him. It is what will happen. Number 2, we will be very peaceful for anybody will be peaceful towards us. Anybody will think, say you will be peaceful to AMBAZONIA and their ADF will be peaceful towards you. But if you think, say you will violate the people's rights and the people's army, for continue to threaten the people and their army, because we sing Geneva Conventions every day. But I don't tell what boy they say, in as much as we sing that Geneva Convention of public, we will sing another thing for background. We don't understand what they're talking. Anybody who wanna feel say the ADF don't become so peaceful, I don't know what on ourselves. There is what we owners of political science call good violence and bad violence. We will do good violence. Any man where he just run him more for ground zero anyhow, for the soldiers, the way that they protect women and children, you will receive your own portion. And that portion, it will not be only portion where you go receive, you'll remain for 8, but you'll go down 6 feet. And when you go down 6 feet, your soul, they go on for heaven. I want to talk this one, make it be very clear, especially for what happen for Bui. Those people where they manipulate for Bui, whether they call boys for ground zero, they manipulate and they give them 20,000, 30,000. When I go do so, when I go worry ADF, 40,000. When I go do so, when I go worry ADF. Please block us. When I block anybody for comment section where make air, when I just block, I don't give una authority. Block us. Stay on the blocking. Don't watch Tapang, just be blocking. Blocking any person, just block. If when I need do am, I change admins. I don't put 8 admins. Any man with negative comment, if he just make a mistake in the comment, block it. Any man. AMBAZONIans, listen and listen very keenly. The fact about this revolution, now say the people they don't thief guns, but they don't get bullets, and they go use all the bullets. And I want to talk this, make it be very clear. We, the ADF, we know where to buy the guns and the bullets. And because now ADF know exactly where they sell and where they buy the bullets, and they get our boys the way they know exactly where to buy the bullets. I want to tell you, when I don't thief ADF their guns. Gun is useless if you have no bullet in the magazine. And by the time you exhaust all those bullets finish, and you master the way they should offer abroad, they don't know exactly where to replenish your bullets. No say you go 6 feet. No say you go 6 feet for inside ground, especially those people where they call themselves the boy warriors. You go 6 feet. Number 2, we not only get guns, but we get bullets, and we get trap, and we get a strategy. I want to tell everybody where they be donate for inside that $93,000. Make we not be worried. Make we not be dissatisfied about how the ADF be practice too much peace, where the peace carry their head. Make we not be worried. Right now, when I get a no-nonsense general, and I dey inside the highest level of security forums, where I give everybody my honest suggestion on how to run this revolution. And I be happy, say my suggestion be well counted. Me wanna not be worried. I don't want to talk things the way we already put up a background as the law, as the fact. But I want to tell when I say, all these things where they happen in this transition period before they appoint Tapang, it not go repeat itself again. It not go repeat itself. Because the people on ground zero, that's what soldiers them, in as much as they protect women and children. But they understand what they call the Machiavellian tactics. And they go treat others the way they want others to be treated. I don't see a lot of people that wait there for ground zero. When I don't get gone again a local market, when they take money for abroad, for people where they don't sponsor a revolution, for back where the people where they don't even get even a soldier for their own back where they land. For BLM person where you don't even get even a force for BLM, your brother they hide now for inside a Swata village, they make propaganda, say don't kill 30,000, kill 40 million, kill 60 million. They illiterate, as foolish as his big brother, whether also even big past the other one, as foolish as they are. AMBAZONIA, now listen. If you want to be led by a fool, you will follow the corpse to the grave. If you want to be led by Sako Ikome, if you want to be led by Chris Ano, you will follow the corpse to the grave. I want to just tell you, make you hear. No one day ever shall we have unity with these two miscreants. We will never ever have any streak of unity with these two miscreants. We already have a strategy in place to raise our funds. And the $1 million, Ambazonians will transform the entire Ambazonia black. That means that only guns will get them. Any man we talk for comment section, say no insult, block you. Any man we talk for comment section, I'm not for church. I'm not insulting in church. I'm insulting in the revolution. So if you don't want insult, just quit. Any man, please block me clear. Block me clearly. I know my anger don't rise. Any man with the comment section make him nonsense, say no insult. Or you mami pima, say no insult, block you. Nonsense. La Republic they kill women and children, they can't talk no insult. Are you a La Republic agent? If you are supporting Sako Ikome, go there, those idiots. If they can't say no insult. Am I in church? Have I told you that I'm preaching with the Bible? I don't show you Bible why they preach with them. Say no insult. This is a revolution. This is not that's how they take a revolution for a right. Especially the ADF forces there for Bui. That's how they take when I just finish them all for inside one night. Make when I learn for kill when enemies that we trying to catch those enemies them. People when they can't kill when I catch them, any man that makes more when I just teach you lessons for your head. When I take the revolution for a right. See the one I don't lost soldiers, lost women and children. How La Republic to pass for inside Nkambe. Pass from Bui, enter for Kambe. So they go kill women and children for Kambe, come back. And they come here, come and tell me no insult. Be very, very careful. Swine. Say no insult. Am I in church? You see me the pastor, I wear cross for my chain, for my neck. Say no insult. We did that for revolution, we did that for church. Go and tell your husband that no insult. Don't come and tell me nonsense. Say no insult. Now you just spend your time with me. Swine, monkey, pima them. See people that don't die for ground zero, and the worst thing when ADF never do for appoint me deputy. Ma tell una. When I don't know how my heart black. I be there support they come in a black hat. When I don't know how my heart black. Ma tell una. Any man we make nonsense for ground zero, you never die. Ma tell una. Monkey them. But they make politics. Politics don't make them we they open like some prostitute thing. We they very open. La Republic just enter come out, enter go for Ngambaka or Ngambatika, what is it? Go kill women and children 23 for one night because the security is loose. They don't fit tie borders. They don't fit tie things them. Anytime when ADF one makes security, one do everything, sabotage. Cristiano, this illiterate, Sako Ikome, that fake PhD holder, we never even getting a bachelor's degree. You come and tell me no insult. You must be mad in your head. Claire B. So, any man send her to jail and jail her. I'm not there for entertain people there. You think that they can't can't make face? If I want to be diplomatic, I'm not there for popularity. Don't get Ivo straight. From the day I started talking, no government. I was a federalist. No government in the revolution. Government has never worked in the revolution. You see, I know before you join government that time, forget popularity. I've always stood as a one-man commando. And I don't need popularity to bring down La Republic. That is why till today I'm the most feared person in La Republic. Have you ever asked, not even Ayabacho and the rest where they be most feared? Now Tapang Ivo where they walk Ayaba. When they see that dangerous combination, they say no, there is something bad. You think that popularity make people that fear La Republic? In the whole of La Republic, I'm the most popular. Go for La Republic for their pages there. Anywhere they want to talk, Francophone want to talk, le Tapang Ivo la, le Ayabacho la, le Tapang Ivo la, Tapang Ivo, Ayabacho. Now because they would do things the way they heard them. But for inside when AMBAZONIA, when again when people they be popular, because when they do things the way they heard La Republic. As long as my enemy cry when they hear my name, I am happy. I don't care whether I go sing my name or not. But if my enemy they cry when he hear my name, I don't get problem. When the devil panics, when he hears the name Jesus Christ, it means Jesus is powerful. But when the devil panics, when he hears the name Sako, Cristiano, then it means say, see. Or when the devil they panic, when he hears Cristiano and Sako, it means say Sako and Cristiano are friends. One does. You want to compare with me? Ma tell you, for inside the whole AMBAZONIA, now me, they the want them. And when they go take me down, and when they don't ever do them, when they go take me down, they go celebrate the struggle is finished. Ayaba, Tapang, those are the two most wanted people in the entire AMBAZONIA. I'm tell you the truth. It is Ayaba and Tapang. They need to find any other person. Now Ayaba and Tapang. Because what can only talk two things. Now gun will talk and will buy the gun. Will celebrate the gun. Other people go talk humanitarian. Oh, the mommy is sick, he head on scatter. That one day so he get cancer for everyone that donate money. Would they if I donate the money, I know whether the money they go directly for that mommy. People that make their politics and their business inside this revolution when I need to see them. People that they make business inside this revolution, I tell you the truth. It is high time some of when I go get a job. Every time when I come, I can't distract the struggle. People that want to raise money for buy guns and bullets. When I come, oh, the mommy is sick, humanitarian purpose. Why would they dance? From day one, I don't always stand for guns. I don't always stand for vipers. I don't always stand for dangerous roads. But when they come on, because the easiest way to raise money, not through humanitarian. Oh, I have foundation. Oh, this one. Then they give them money, we don't know how the money they earn. I tell you, some people that they use this revolution for make business. But me, Tapang Ivo, I need to do it. I need to use it for big business. I need to fight this revolution, and I don't put my personal money for this revolution. We pass $20,000 in the space of 4 months. I don't want to talk things the way I want to talk. For donors, listen, I've been number one for inside ADF. Number one. With Wale on the move. Number one, but I don't want to talk things for inside this revolution. And thank God, say God bless me magically. Change my life from pizza to something else. Like a 360 turn. And I have to give back to the people of AMBAZONIA. Now because they want to be proud, now because they want to talk. AMBAZONIans want to be very careful. In the days of the consulting, where I be being a consulting leader, I don't even be consulting leader self. I raised Fontemi money as a student in a 1-bedroom house. A local student, poor student in Buffalo. I kept $18,000 in my account for the next 10 months. Fontem come out, I give you $18,000. Has he ever for once called me even from the United States to appreciate me? Either for United States here, he don't give my number there everywhere. You know, if he call me for telling me, say, Ivo, thank you very much. And now because of Ivo, way there, America, we family. Now because I need to talk on certain things there. What I have done for him is a miracle in his life, but he will never openly acknowledge. I could have, I have even thief the money like how we could thief 1 million. I have even thief the 18,000. What is $18,000? Can I even make up to one? It's just 1/3 of what I make a month. 18,000 is 1/3 of what I make a month. But at that time, I did not have anything. I don't even get $100. But I was patient, and God bless me today abundantly, which I thank him for. And because God bless me, I get to always support guns and bullets on ground zero. Now you don't try everywhere for no place where they work for United States, they never succeed. Oh, Ivo works for this one. Ivo works for Exxon. No, but now be kidding. Talk say Tapang they work for pizza shop. No, so now I know say Tapang they work for Exxon. Yes, I work for Exxon. When I go always know that the last place where I work, when I don't ever know the real place where I work. So Tapang can work for Exxon as a data scientist. Exxon, the highest company in the world. Just for tell one of the two way there for inside my head. But when I don't ever know exactly where I work, I tell one of the truth. Oh, Tapang pizza boy, pizza boy. So that out of a sudden Tapang is no longer a pizza boy. Out of a sudden Tapang is no longer a pizza boy. Out of a sudden Tapang is working somewhere. Confused set of people. I'll be very happy with the fact that they don't scatter this account for how they call this guy, Conda Titus. They don't delete the account. He's like a vegetable right now. The guy has gone solo. He has not. Let me tell you one of the secrets. Conda Titus' account has not been deleted. He is the one who has deleted his account because he's under investigation by the British police. And I want to thank the AMBAZONIANs for putting the British police on the name Conda Titus. As I speak, Conda Titus go be jailed. If when I go your page, when I go see and say you don't delete all your videos, nothing, all that you see the ways you talk away, they feel recognize your voice, you don't delete them. Even your website, Conda Titus don't delete your website where you visit them, they online. Because police, they investigate Conda Titus. And when I say Conda Titus, my country people, when I don't hear you make audio again, no. When I don't hear you make video again, no. And then they talk again with your voice. Because the UK police, they under investigation. And the talk team where UK police don't write me. I go put them out there. Saying Conda Titus has been spotted and is under investigation. For waiting, you crime that pornography, we go carry Coco Blinks, put Coco Blinks with pornography. And for inside UK law, it is a jail term for 11 years. The stupid fool, no say voice recognition, that they use them for catch criminals. The stupid fool just hurriedly go delete all your Facebook page. All! It delete them all. Pop, all videos, it move on. When Nemesis does not catch you inside a revolution, there is no way for you to hide. There's no way for you to run. As I speak, and I want to thank the UK AGOVC department, Erica Zara, and I want to thank all these people there for UK where they be help for forward this letter what be writing for the UK police. The UK police don't investigate, write me back. Tell me say they don't spot Conda Titus. The name Conda Titus has been spotted and said that they do investigation for the person. And they go give me a feedback till where they don't do them. When I don't worry, Conda Titus they go jail. And I want to encourage every person waiting for UK, when I forward that letter again, or when I forward that video for UK police, for do further investigation on Conda Titus. You think if you hide for back camera, but your voice in the hide because you have spoken in English, you have spoken in Pidgin, and forensic experts, they go tell you, say this is the voice of Conda Titus. He's under investigation. And I want to thank Una because AMBAZONIA be united. Without this unity, we couldn't have arrived at this stage. So, I want to tell all AMBAZONIANs, the path for independence be very clear, it be very easy. No man no need for tell you, say, oh, independence is not coming. No, independence, they're already there. The enemies where they used to preach against AMBAZONIA, are they preaching anymore? No. Conda Titus delete all accounts, it didn't make any video again, it don't just go low, it only share and share, it didn't even do anything, it try for twist the identity. At this point, where for the more propaganda, just say, oh, now AMBAZONIA, they don't kill their women and children. Now AMBAZONIA, they don't kill their pekin for this. They need to do it. They don't even use his voice anymore. And tell me why this struggle is not God ordained. Tell me why. Nansala Emmanuel, they tell Facebook for delete accounts. Nansala Emmanuel, they tell Facebook for delete accounts. Because he gets a 1 or 2 connections for this. So he go tell them. Go pay Facebook when they delete accounts. And when I don't see letters, and Salah Emmanuel do it openly, when they see the letters we write on Facebook, they redact the letters. So, Salah Emmanuel don't tell Facebook to go delete my country people the accounts. Because Salah Emmanuel tell Facebook for delete Mark, for delete Tapang, for delete Eric Tato, for delete this one. But you think they go tell Facebook they go delete Paddy Asanga or Conda Titus? No. Conda Titus take your hand, delete your own account, when we report it for UK police. because of Cuckoo Blinks. And I want to thank Cuckoo Blinks for following up. Although if they did for Netherlands, but the criminal did. So Ambazonians, we are doing a good job. We are doing a good job. We have rendered La Republic to Cameroon hopeless, useless, and fruitless. I don't even know how to talk this thing tire. I don't know how to talk and tire. Me good, I don't fear nobody. You fear who? No fear nobody. I've been a living testimony now. I tell you, La Republic du Cameroon, they define a Tapang for catch and killer. If La Republic du Cameroon see Tapang today, they will be very happy. I am the most feared person in the entire La Republic. Me and Ayaba. The most feared. I'm not saying I'm raising myself, but I'm saying because of works that I've proven and strategies that I've rolled out and things the way they do. I'm the most feared. And let me say, because I belong to the ADF be the most feared in. You never hear La Republic du Cameroon, they worry themselves about some government. No. They worry themselves about people who carry arms. I'm going to tell you, if you see an Ambazonia person, they fear ADF. Oh, when I disarm ADF, they carry gun. Now La Republic du Cameroon agents. Why, in this 21st century, would somebody even think of going to steal the ADF guns? Why? If you know be La Republic. If you know be, tell me why. It is unbelievable. It is unimaginable. Why would somebody in the 21st century think for a second as an Ambazonian, say may they go disarm ADF, or may they go steal ADF their guns, or may they take ADF their guns? Why would somebody even think about it if truly we are fighting as brothers and sisters? Ambazonians, this struggle has been infiltrated. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. Somebody come out as a president, talk, oh, we will drive out all the Francophones. Francophones are going nowhere. You stay in Ambazonia. As long as you respect the Ambazonian laws. Sako Ikome, before you want to drive out all the Anglophones, Francophones, go drive out their woman where they for on top bed. Go drive out their own woman where they sleep. Because your woman na eton, na bulu. You marry bulu. You fuck bulu every night. And then you tell somebody they go drive out bulu for inside Ambazonia. You don't drive out your woman. Show us a divorce letter. You think if you manipulate who again in this age and time? You never show your woman for public. Even though some of women will know your woman fine and your in-laws the way they're all Francophones. You never show your woman so for public, make the public see your woman as a first lady. No. Because you're hiding the truth. You are hiding your wife. Tapang don't show your own. Tato don't show your own. Mbak Barata don't show your own. Ayabacho no Ayabacho woman. Every single honest leader don't show you woman. But the only person that the only head of states in an imaginary country will never ever show you woman for public. Is that normal? Is that normal? Normal answer to this question, it be normal. Even for dinner party, even I said Donald Trump and Sako you come, please come for dinner party with your wife. You think na Ugo or you think na Iringwa. Now whether you want to go hide your woman under Iringwa because Iringwa would have fat eye them. Irene, I don't know be Ivo, but Irene. Irene would have a fat eye. If you see tomorrow, you take your woman hide and show your woman for public. That is the accountability that starts from home. Charity begins from home. So that let us know your woman. So that if you judge your woman, even Donald Trump self where your woman self is still showing for public. But you want to drive Francophones. Francophones, s'il vous plaît, je voulais parler à vous. Ne run away pas from Ambazonia. Stay in Ambazonia. Restez en Ambazonie. On va vous donner les sécurités. Vous êtes... Non. Vous nous... On a... Je nous, tout nous. Il ou elle nous. Vous nous en... Vous nous... Vous... Il ou elle nous. Oh, vous nous... notre frère et notre voisin. Vous nous, notre voisin. Restez en Ambazonie. Quelqu'un ne peut pas vous chasser. Quelqu'un ne peut pas vous chasser. Restez en Ambazonie et respectez notre loi. Respectez notre loi. Si tu es, ou si tu